Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Watchers Podcast with your hosts, Brad and Colson.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Are we square?
Four tails. Oh, Jesus, man, that's a coocher.
And here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Brad, here with Colson Oliver.
Hello.
Colson, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When we first met, what was your opinion on me?
Thought you were an asshole. A horrible person.
Perfect. Because this episode is all about movies that we didn't expect to like.
Aha.
And now you love me, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
The love is fucking deep in the heart.
Yeah. Well, with that, we are going to be doing a top 10.
It's our Sunday Top 10.
So, top 10 movies you didn't expect to like.
Mm-hmm.
Was this list hard for you?
I thought it was going to be, but what I did was I went to my Letterboxd account and I went to like the middle 3.5, 4-star thing.
Yep.
And I just literally scrolled through and I was like, that movie, I did not expect to like it.
Yeah.
And there it is, sitting at a high grade.
Yeah.
So that's the way I did it. It took me about 20 minutes or so to get the movies and then about another 15 or so to construct them in a organized fashion. So, yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, it didn't take too long.
Okay.
A lot of them were ones... Well, not a lot of them. A couple of them were ones that my wife had been like, here, you should watch this. And me being like, yeah, okay, I guess so. And then being like, oh, that was actually really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had a couple that came to mind like right away. I was like, I remember like not wanting to watch this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, mine, yeah, a few of them were the ones like, yeah, now I will say, when my wife recommends a movie, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'll probably like it.
Right.
She seems to know my taste better than I do.
That's a good thing.
I assume she's probably like Alexa built in or something.
Don't say that too loud in this house. They're everywhere. What can I help you with? Shut up. That's what. Yeah.
Anyway, that got on a weird rant. Your number 10.
My number 10 is Vacation. Now, this is the remake. What? It's not a remake.
The Ed Helms one?
The Ed Helms one.
Yeah.
I figured that they were going to fuck this movie up.
Me too.
And I ended up liking it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's some really funny stuff in it.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth is hilarious.
Yeah, such a great portion of the movie. But yeah, I thought, looking at it, I was like, yeah, Christ, they're doing one of the best comedies of all time, a sequel to it. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But it worked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Your number 10.
My number 10 is Romy and Michelle's High School Reunion.
Okay.
Just watched this one recently.
Nice.
And I was like, I don't want to watch this. But at the same time, I was like, well, I got to give it a chance.
This is one your wife picked, I would assume.
Yeah, she liked it. I actually ended up picking it.
Okay.
But she had told me before that she liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was much funnier than I expected.
I don't think I've ever seen it, but it has that poster. It's the two gals with one leg up each, and their dresses are what stands out. It's like very colorful dresses.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie though.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. They're
Okay.
both kind of like. My wife described it as Night at the Roxbury, but with girls.
Okay.
And for a good portion of it, she's right. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good description.
Okay. Number 9 for me is The Campaign.
Is that Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
I remember that. I forgot about it.
If you've listened to any shows in the past where I talk about, I hate Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
This movie was fucking hilarious.
I have to rewatch this one.
I laughed. My wife hated it.
Yeah.
But I was chuckling a lot. Zach Galifianakis was very funny.
The only thing I remember is the baby punch.
Yeah, the baby punch. It was a funny movie, man. I laughed. And this one was one of those ones I was just like, this is going to be awful. I'm going to punish myself. And I was chuckling. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. Your number 9?
My number 9 is one that my wife recommended.
Okay.
Now and Then.
Oh, yeah.
Which has become one of my favorite movies of all time.
Right.
It's great. Whenever I first saw it, I was thinking like, okay, like it has Rosie O'Donnell in it.
Yeah.
I'm not excited or thrilled.
Right.
And then once I found out she wasn't a huge character, and then it like was mostly the kids, I was like, okay, this is pretty good.
Good. Number 8 for me is Masterminds. Have you seen this one?
Don't think so.
So this is, if you might remember the trailer, it has, again, Zach Galifianakis in it, but he has one of the worst fucking haircuts you'll ever see. It's like he's got bangs and it's long.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually a true story where he plays like an armored car driver, and he robs them under the, hey, this pretty girl, hey, why don't you rob this fucking armored car company? And he's like, okay. And it's a whole thing. They obviously throw in so much comedy to the movie, but if you read like the information on it, a lot of it's fairly accurate.
That's
and
cool.
It was very funny. I was watching like, this is actually not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd never even heard of that one. I remember seeing pictures of that haircut.
Yeah.
But I've never seen the movie.
It's the one part in the trailer is I think he's shooting a handgun, and the shell lands. No, you know what he does? He shoots himself. And he says something like, "Oh, it just went right between the biscuits" or something, and I was like, "Oh, this movie's going to be horrendous." But it's small stupid things like that. But the movie in a whole is actually, it's pretty funny.
Nice.
So yeah, you're number 8.
My number 8, a movie that has been talked about a lot on our show, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
Yeah. Been notorious for bashing this movie quite a bit before it came out.
That's right.
And then ended up really, really liking it to the point of I was super excited for the sequel and really liked it too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Number 7 for me is Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off the first 2 Thor movies, I was like, this fucking movie's gonna stink. It's got that director that I hate, Taika Waititi or whatever his fucking name is.
Yep, you nailed it.
Nailed it. And yeah, just not being a fan of the first 2 Thor movies, I thought this was going to be more of the same.
Yeah.
This one is a standout from those 3.
It's so good.
Of those 3.
I think it's one of the best that Marvel put out.
Yeah, I enjoyed
love
it. It was very funny.
And by the time you guys are hearing this, Thor Love and Thunder will have been out too.
Right.
I'm so excited for that movie.
Uh-huh. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're number 7.
My number 7, The Invisible Man.
Okay.
When it was first announced, I was like, they're trying these Universal Monsters things
Right.
again. Because they had the Tom Cruise Mummy movie that failed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, just give it up. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just let the monsters stay back in
the 30s.
The 30s, yeah. And then when I watched it, I ended up loving it.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away by the angle they went with, like, the toxic relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Number 6 for me is The Adam Project. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't.
Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Stars Ryan Reynolds. Again, I'm not a Ryan Reynolds fan, so that's why I was like, this is going to be more of his normal. I actually enjoyed it. It was very good. A lot of cool 80s and 90s talk of movies and stuff like that. Back to the Future, Terminator, shit like that. Time travel. The movie itself, I thought it was good. A lot of people I found online didn't like it. I don't really know why, but I enjoyed it. I had fun the whole way through.
Thanks.
So, yeah. Your number 6.
My number 6, Uncut Gems.
Okay.
Not an Adam Sandler fan.
No.
Just had no desire.
Yeah.
And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, okay, the trailer's even making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Loved the way the movie was shot. Like, it was just so frantic and insane.
Would you say this is your favorite Sandler movie?
Well, it's a toss-up between this and Grown Ups 2, I guess.
Yeah, that is a solid film.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Nothing else comes to mind right away.
No. Like, I liked Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Right.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could like them now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Number 5 for myself is...
But you know.
Oh.
They do shove a pineapple up Hitler's ass in Little Nicky.
Hey, there you go.
So that might be my favorite.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Number 5 for myself is Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Singing movie, not a musical, but singing movie with a bunch of female leads. Just doesn't seem like my type of film. I love the Expendables, you know,
Yeah.
the fucking action heroes of the 80s. And then this one's got a bunch of comedic actresses, and
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. And then I watched it. I was in love. Like, at the college arrival scene, 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, this movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it's great.
It is. It's really good.
Pitch Perfect.
My number 5, Shazam.
Okay.
At the point when this came out, DC wasn't putting out the best stuff.
Right.
Marvel was sort of blowing them away.
Big time.
And I had no real interest in watching this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually covered it in an episode.
Yep.
Because back in the day, we used to pick a genre.
That's right.
And it was superheroes.
Yeah.
So we did Shazam and Blade, I think.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And then when I watched it, I was like, hey, this is actually really fun. Like,
Right.
it had almost like an 80s kids movie feel to it.
Yep.
Like, I really liked it.
Yeah.
And
It's good.
Funny. Exciting. Yeah. Just great.
Good. Number 4 for myself.
And you know. No, just kidding.
Brokeback Mountain.
Hey.
There you go. I've mentioned this a lot lately.
Yeah. Dropping hints.
Brokeback Mountain. It just, again, I'm not the type of genre for me.
Yeah. Cowboys.
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 Exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. I fucking love this movie. It's fantastic. It didn't win the Oscar, though.
No.
Everybody thought... I'm actually listening to radio from 2006 now.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie came out in 2005. And I'm into March of this specific show I'm listening to, and they're talking about Oscars. And Brokeback's going to win. The fucking Hollywood douchebags are going to pick it because it's the type of movie that they... And then Crash ended up winning.
Right.
And Ang Lee did win directing.
Yeah.
And they didn't win any acting, which Kevin Smith actually was on the show, and he was like, I don't understand how Heath Ledger didn't win. He was saying he made such great points about how he made this character from nothing.
Yeah.
And it's such a powerful character, and it really is. He loved it. He thought he should have won. I think the same thing. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it didn't.
It is.
But it did win some, so that's all that matters, I guess.
If you had to pick a better cowboy movie, though, Brokeback Mountain or Cowboys and Aliens.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait till you watch that one.
Wait till I get to it.
Yeah.
So you're number 4.
My number 4, Booksmart.
Okay. Yeah. This is a good choice.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll let you go. Yeah.
A comedy that I they sort of marketed it as like super bad, but with
Yeah.
girls instead of guys.
That's right.
And around the time, everything was getting like a female reboot,
Right.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of played out. And hearing like female Superbad, I was like, okay, another one. But then I watched it,
Yeah.
and I loved it. I
Yeah,
thought it was
good.
so funny. Probably one of my favorite comedic scenes, like ever in a movie, where spoilers, they are hallucinating and think they're Barbie dolls,
Right.
and then there's like 2 seconds of them walking out of the house, and they're like walking stiff-legged like
That's right.
dolls.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's good.
Like, yeah, great movie.
Yeah. Good pick.
You're number 3.
Number 3, Dr. Sleep.
I still haven't watched this.
Yeah, you haven't watched this. I won't spoil it.
It's too long.
It is long. It's 3 hour. If you watch the director's cut, it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, "Fuck! The Shining is one of the best movies ever."
Yeah.
And I was like, "They're gonna fuck this movie up." And I also am not a huge Ewan McGregor fan.
Mm-hmm.
He killed it as old Danny. They even do very, very slight spoiler, but if you've seen the trailer, you know they do flashback shit.
Yeah.
So you're getting Jack Nicholson, and it's like, God, they got to recast these things, and that's what made me nervous. Was like, Shelley Duvall is such a look to her.
Mm-hmm.
The woman they got, she killed it. She looked enough. My wife's like, she's not the same. It's like, yeah, it's not the same, but it is very close. And
Yeah.
the way that she talks and the way that she acts, and it's a very well done movie.
Nice.
I like it a lot, and I say, I went in, fucking assholes are doing The Shining, but it worked.
It would have been great if when they did flashbacks of like young Danny,
Yeah.
and they just had Ewan McGregor's face.
Yeah. Superimpose on it, like, oh, it'd be fucking horrendous. And you know what? It's funny because I think this movie came out. It was a couple years ago, but it was right at that time when they started doing like The Irishman. That was they made them young, and they could have done that with Jack Nicholson's part and Shelley Duvall. Let's de-age these people, but they recast and it works.
Yeah.
So
I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
okay.
You've seen that one?
Yep.
The first, where Kurt Russell is young, it is mind-blowing how good that looks.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Yeah.
Because that's a few years ago now. And it's awesome.
That's big budget.
Yeah.
Makes it work.
Oh.
They'll make it happen.
I hope they just have young Kurt Russell in a database somewhere.
Yeah.
And they can just put him in movies like forever.
That would roll.
Because he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah,
like,
he's very
Kurt
good.
Russell now, awesome.
Yeah.
Young Kurt Russell, coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
Like, just awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're number 3.
my number 3, Kurt Russell. Oblivion.
Okay.
Not a huge Tom Cruise fan,
Right.
I thought.
Yeah.
Seemed to like every movie that he's been in that I've watched lately,
Yeah.
so I guess I am.
You are. Caught the bug.
Yeah. The Scientology bug.
Yes, that's right.
This one, I didn't really know anything about it going in, and I had no interest in watching it. But when my friends was home from school, and he said, "Hey, you want to go see a movie?" And this is what he picked, and I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Right.
And as it got going, I was like, "Okay, this is pretty cool."
Yeah.
And the more it went on, I'm like, "Okay, I really like this. This is awesome.
It's a good movie.
Great sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun."
Right on. My number 2 is The Hangover.
Okay.
So there's a story
That's a
behind this
good
one.
pick.
My wife and I went to go. I can't remember the movie we were going to see.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the movie notoriously early, like hour early sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking movie that we were going to see was sold out, and me being me, throwing my tantrum of fucking hating everybody, I was like, I'm so fucking mad. And she's like, we'll just see something else. And she's like, let's see The Hangover. And I was like, they've shown all the funny shit in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't want to see and we were like, that's the only option, really. So we went to it, and I loved it, man. That movie was fucking hilarious. And they didn't show all the funny stuff in the trailer. A lot of it was in the trailer, but a lot wasn't. You know, it's a rated R comedy, so you're getting a lot more. And I had a blast with it. So I was so happy the other movie was sold out by the end. I was like, thank God, shitty, stupid movie we're gonna go see.
I have a similar story. Well, not quite, but you'll see. I went to the movies, and this was well after The Hangover had come out.
Okay.
And once our movie got out, I was walking along, and I saw like a poster, and it was like, midnight movie, The Hangover.
Right.
And I was thinking, I've never actually seen that. So I ended up just going to get some food and came back for a second movie and watched The Hangover.
Nice.
And it was great. It was so funny. Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we both watched it by chance in the theater.
That's right. And just a theater story real quick. Do you know that we used to bump into each other at the theater? Like a couple of times I'd be like, hey, like, what are you here for? I'm here for the Wolfman was one time that I saw you.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that was what you were. I had come out of Shutter Island. And you were going into the Wolfman, I believe, the Benicio del Toro movie. And you were like, we had a brief chat. But it was so funny because it was just like, I don't know. We didn't really hang out a lot back then, but we were friendly enough that when I see you, we chat movies.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what'd you see? I saw Shutter Island. Oh, how was it? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then you'd walk away and be like, man, that guy's an asshole.
Exactly. But look at us now, eh?
Yeah. Both assholes.
Exactly. So, yes, you're number 2. Sorry.
My number 2, Happy Death Day.
Okay.
Took me a long time to watch this one.
Right.
I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but I didn't think I liked the Groundhog's Day style of movie.
Yeah.
I thought this one did it really well.
Yeah.
Funny, interesting, good to try and figure out who the killer was. Like, just fun.
Yeah. Good pick. Yeah. My number 1, I kind of cheated here, but I'll say it.
The Departed.
The Harry Potter. Yeah. The Harry Potter franchise.
That's a good one.
I hate books. And I've said it before.
It's a paper thing.
Books are for fucking nerds.
No, it's just the texture of paper.
Exactly.
You don't like
it. I still haven't read any of the books. I never will.
No.
But the movies, I was like, it's a fucking dorky kid. It's wizardry. I don't give a shit. But the movies, man, they get great.
They're good.
They start off great. Midway is fantastic, and the ending is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love it.
I thought they were really good, too.
Yeah.
And I was the same as you. That's a great pick, because I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
But I had no real desire to watch them. And then I was off for, like, a Christmas break for, like, 10 days or something. I was like, all right, let's watch them.
Throw them in.
And my wife had really liked them, and I ended up liking them, too.
Yeah, this was one definitely my wife got me in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she loves it, loves all the books and shit, so... you're number 1.
My number 1, Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad, we didn't do higher on my list, so that's perfect. I didn't spoil it. Not knowingly, anyway.
Yes, exactly. Like you said, it's not something I ever would have watched.
No.
And
it just seems like a preteen girl movie, not to corner it as that.
Yeah.
It's not. It's great.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
The music they do is, like, cool.
Yeah.
It's, like, fun.
And, I never really thought I liked... Is acapella, is that what it is?
Acapella, yeah.
I never thought I'd like that, but it's so fucking cool to watch.
It is.
Like, these people do such amazing job just with their voices. And
have you seen, like, the Pentatonics?
No.
They have a lot of videos on YouTube.
Okay.
It was a singing show. I can't remember what it was called. But it was one of the few that, like, drew me in. I actually watched, and it was all a cappella groups.
Nice.
And it ranged from everything, like, what they're doing with, like, schools, down to, like, barbershop quartets, and just, like, 4 old men singing and stuff.
Right on.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
But this group, the Pentatonics, ended up winning. And, check them out on YouTube.
Okay.
It's the songs they do. You're, like, sitting there staring and, like, okay, that noise is coming out of that guy.
Yeah.
But this guy's doing that noise. Like, it just...
Awesome.
It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah. So that'll do it for this episode. Let us know in the comments movies that you didn't expect to like that you ended up really liking. Or let us know a top 10 list that we should do.
That's right.
Because we're always open to ideas.
Definitely.
And that'll do it for this week. Bye.